Alright, what is up everyone? Good evening. Tonight is Sunday, April 27th, 2014. I'm Darkside Phil and welcome to the Weekend Preview. And I am very, very happy to be viewing this Weekend Preview right now because finally, for the first time in over a month, we've got the beginning of a series of new releases. Hallelujah. And the reason I say this is for two reasons, alright? Not that I haven't been having fun, don't get me wrong. I've been having a lot of fun playing downtime games, doing downtime content for you guys. As you know, some ongoing playthroughs such as Final Fantasy X, starting up a new playthrough that's going to be ongoing like Oblivion. I've been having a lot of fun playing games. The difference here is that, if you guys, may have noticed, when there are new games, when it's a new release, when it's a hyped release, when it's something that people want to see that's new, you always get that a little bit more hype. You always get a little bit more viewership because what happens is it drives people to see, I want to see a new game. And they're getting real excited and they come and flood because they want to see the new game and they want to see how you play the new game. And we haven't had that. We haven't had that since the middle to end of March. And what we've had is time when I tried to entertain you with these downtime playthroughs. And for the core audience, you guys, the hardcore fans who stuck around and watched, first of all, I want to say thank you. I have been getting overwhelmingly positive feedback. People saying that the downtime content is good. In fact, people have actually told me the Final Fantasy X playthrough is a throwback to my classic commentary that I used to do back in the day. And I had people sending me special messages thanking me about how good it is, regardless of the fact that it is a Final Fantasy game and not a lot of people are watching it because Final Fantasy is basically in the doghouse right now. So, finally, after weeks and weeks of me house hunting, of me doing downtime, we finally have new releases this week, and we're going to talk about them. But first, what I want to do is let you know exactly what to expect right away, what's coming up right now, okay? So that you're not wondering, gee, what's going to happen until the new releases come out on Tuesday. All right? So, first of all, tonight, what to expect. Well, as soon as I finish this Weekend Preview, I'm going to upload it to the King of Hate Vlogs, and I'm going to switch over and do a quick thing on my PS4. What I actually have here is called the Cronus Max. This is an adapter which allows you to play any old joystick, the PS3 gamepad, yes, even the PlayStation 4 gamepad on your Xbox One console. I tested this earlier today and made a series of videos. So check them out if you're interested in getting something to use another controller on the Xbox One. But the one burning question I have in my head, and the question I didn't have time to answer, was could this possibly work at all on the PlayStation 4? Now, everything I see online, people are like, I don't know, it's flaky, it's wonky, it doesn't really work. I'm going to test it immediately following the Weekend Preview. It's going to be quick. It's going to be not more than 10 minutes, right? But I want to see if I can get this to work on the PS4. All right? If I can, great. If not, well, we have our answer, okay? And that way you're not confused as to if this is something that can be made to work with the PS4. I get the feeling it's not going to work, but I want to give it the chance, all right? Then, immediately following that, we're going to be shifting gears. I'm going to be jumping over on the Xbox 360, and we're going to be playing Street Fighter 4, in particular, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition 2012, Hyper Fighting, New Challengers, Fight for the Future, Super Ultra Rainbow, Chocolate and fucking Strawberry Edition, because I have not played Street Fighter, besides Third Strike, Street Fighter 4, I have not played since January. So we're talking 3 months when I haven't touched Street Fighter 4. That may be a record. Except for that 1 year when I really got pissed off at the game. That may be a record, because every once in a while I do go back and play, and I just haven't had a chance, to play it. And because of that, I really am interested to play it. Not that it's changed or anything, but I like to keep myself at least accumulated in the game, so that I'm not rusty as hell when I come around. And let's face it, come this June, we're actually going to have a new Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, with a bunch of new characters, with a bunch of new tweaked gameplay, and I'm going to want to jump into it. And this will, at least keep me on my rope so that I'm not, my God, I'm so freaking rusty at the game. So I'm going to do that tonight. Now, a lot of you might say, well, Phil, what happened? You originally said you were going to try this new Soul Calibur game called Lost Swords, which is a free-to-play Soul Calibur game. Well, the game doesn't work. Everyone has basically told me the game doesn't work. And I guess it's just a massive failure. The servers are down or the servers aren't working properly. And for a game that was already delayed several months, had zero to no announcement whatsoever that it was coming out, it's pretty piss poor execution for a new game. So we're going to be doing Street Fighter 4 tonight. Alright? Now, I'm not uploading Street Fighter 4 tonight. What I'll be uploading after, you know, this next stream is basically the PS4 test video for this guy, and then I did a final thoughts video regarding all the gameplay that I did today with this, and I basically give it a review. So you're gonna have I'm gonna create a playlist. I don't have a playlist for it yet for the videos earlier today, but create a playlist from start to finish of me testing every joystick with it, then testing it on the PS4, and then my final thoughts and review of the product. And that's gonna be all live on DSP Gaming tonight. Okay, the Street Fighter 4 videos will probably be uploaded over the course of the week. I'll probably split it up so you get a few a day, or maybe you know, half on one day, then skip a day, then half on another day. So at least people don't get too burnt out from so many fighters, especially because I had Killer Instinct footage today, I had Killer Instinct footage last week. People might get burnt out, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, tomorrow is a special day because tomorrow I'm going to be making a solid college try of beating Final Fantasy X, but also doing some side content. What I found when I played Final Fantasy X Friday, was that the game was much longer than I had expected. I've already disclosed that I have the strategy guide for the game, and the game literally, it says for the story, there was only like 4 pages left in the guide. So I thought I was near the end of the game. No, the guide's just incredibly short and skips all the information about cutscenes and everything. So I'm not even at the end of the game yet, but I want to try to, number 1, beat it, but number 2, also do some side content, including there are hidden Aeons in the game that I want to try to get. There's other stuff that I haven't done, hidden dungeons. So I'm going to be doing all that tomorrow. We're going to start on first stream and see how far I get. If I get really far on first stream, maybe even beat the game, then that might be it. If not, I may even do it on second stream tomorrow. That's right. It may actually see me doing it on second stream tomorrow as well, depending on how that goes. Okay. Gameplay-wise, tomorrow you'll see Street Fighter 4 from tonight. You'll actually probably see a batch of The Hobbit, the second batch of The Hobbit videos that I did with John Rambo on Saturday. And you'll probably see some Final Fantasy X. So you're going to have a lot of variety in the videos that go live on DSP Gaming tomorrow, okay? Now, let's talk turkey about this week, the new releases. On Tuesday, we have no short of 3 new releases, starting with probably the biggest one of the week is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the direct sequel to the original Amazing Spider-Man, and yes, the tie-in to the new Spider-Man movie, which I will not be seeing because the first one was awful, at least in my opinion. Yes, I am aware that the movie and the game are based off of Spider-Man from the Ultimates universe, to which I say that's why they canceled the Ultimates and they don't exist anymore, because they weren't very good and Marvel's realized that they screwed up and needed to reboot everything. So that being said, no, I'm not a fan of the movie, but a game, okay. Maybe in a game, I could put up with the fact that everything's virtual because it's a game, not a movie. I'm just saying. So, if you remember correctly, 2 years ago, what am I talking about 2 years ago? Oh yeah, 2 years ago. I think, was it 2 years ago was the original Amazing Spider-Man, right? I was pleasantly surprised by the game. It ended up being way better than I thought it was going to be for a movie tie-in game, and I ended up being one of my picks for one of my favorite games of the year. So I'm very much looking forward to Amazing Spider-Man 2 this week and hoping that they did the same kind of slap-bang job they did last time, and let's see, you know, how that goes, okay? In addition to that, you've got Daylight. This is a game being released for PC and PlayStation 4. It is a survival horror game. It is, honestly, the premise sounds oddly similar to Outlast, which I played last year, okay, where the only light that you have is a cell phone. So you're kind of going around in the dark with a cell phone trying to survive. I'm very interested to try that one out. And then there's a third game, another digital release, called Child of Light, which is an RPG-style game, an more indie-style RPG game. So you might say to yourself, what order am I going to tackle these games? Well, probably what I'm going to do is start with Amazing Spider-Man on Tuesday. Yes, I will be going to the store to pick it up. So that means for the first time in 100 years, there will be a release day unboxing video this Tuesday. Yeah, I know. How long has it been since there's been a game to pick up and actually unbox? Pretty crazy. So that'll be first. And then second on Tuesday will be Daylight. I want to try out this survival horror game, all right? Then on Wednesday, what I'll do is mix it up a little bit, whether you do Child of Light first stream or I do Spider-Man or whatever. It all is going to depend on how I'm liking the game. So over the course of this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, nonstop, you're going to see footage of those games. Thursday, the first stream will be one of those games. The second stream is going to be Hate Live, my podcast, where we're going to be talking about a few different things going on. If there's any gaming news up to that point, I'll try to think up a fun and interesting back in the day segment for you guys. It's going to be a good one. And this week, yes, the return of live callers after the last Hate Live, since it was a special tribute show, and I didn't have time to fit them in. This week, I promise I will try to get callers onto the show, because a lot of people had stuff to talk about last week, and I was not able to take any callers, okay? So that's going to be Hate Live on Thursday. Friday, Oblivion will continue on first stream, and the second stream is going to be one of those games, whatever one I haven't beaten yet, which is a strong possibility. Probably I won't have beaten any of them. Saturday, John Rambo's going to be here. We're going to do Smart Guys, and this is a big one, everyone. What's to be the final in-person WWE simulation matches, possibly, because we don't know when they're going to be doing Money in the Bank, which is, I believe, the next pay-per-view after this one. And so because we don't know, if it's in May, maybe we could do it. If it's in June, chances are in June I'm going to be really busy and we're not going to have a chance to do it. So this could be the last simulated WWE matches we ever do. I'm going to emphasize that. It may be the last ones ever. We want to try to do them after I move, but we haven't figured out a way to do it yet. Some people are tossing me ideas that there's some kind of a stream service where we both could stare at a video feed and it could be the game and we could commentate that way. But I'm not sure we're going to be able to logistically pull it off, okay? So that being said, if we can't pull it off, that means, unfortunately, that this may be the final set. So be there Saturday. If you like the WWE Sims, if you've ever liked one, you should check them out this Saturday. The Extreme Rules pay-per-view simulations, okay? Okay, and then, finally, Sunday will be a day where we have to figure out what we're going to do because, as you know, Sunday, usually my streams are shorter because I don't have a lot of time. Maybe we'll throw in one of the, maybe we'll do some more Child of Light. We'll do Daylight on one stream and then one of them on the other stream. We'll have to see. And then Monday, we'll be trying to wrap up whatever we haven't finished, okay? So it's going to be a week where Tuesday, Wednesday, full of gameplay. Thursday, half gameplay, half Hate Live. Friday, half Oblivion, half one of the new games. Saturday, co-op with John. Sunday, probably mini streams. And then Monday, another full day of streaming. Until finally, next week, we do have a major DLC coming out. We'll talk about that next week, though, okay? So a good full week of footage. New games. Thank goodness that we're finally back to new games. Not that I had any problem playing games like Final Fantasy X, Resident Evil 4, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I very much enjoyed them, but not many people were interested because they are older games that are filling time, okay? Let's face it, new games are my lifeblood. The more new games there are, the more videos I can make, the more fun experiences I can have for you. Older games are great to go back to, especially if it's a game that maybe you grew up with and you want to see me play it, but they don't hit the same level of attunement with my viewing audience as do me playing new games. So I'm really excited, and I hope that you're excited this week for all the new gameplay that's going to be coming out and the new games that are coming out. In addition to all of that, I have 2 new DSP Tries-It saved up. And I think I may want to upload both of them this week only because they're both currently new food items that came out in the past week that I have tried. And I'm afraid that if I wait any longer than this week, that maybe some of them might not be, available anymore because these things are limited time only, all right? So there's a chance I may do 2 DSP Tries-Its this week. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll see. Of course, keep in mind, as I beat the games this week, there's always the chance that I'm going to film my Hateful Truth game review for any of the games that I beat and try to squeeze those in as well. So there's a ton of new content coming this week, all right? Now, well, I'm getting distracted by the stream chat, sorry. Now, anything else? The only last thing I want to say is, yeah, I did not play the Soul Calibur game. Not that I think there's going to be any kind of an uproar about it anyway. But if there is reports that the thing works this week, if they fix it, then there's a chance that I may actually play it. But until I'm not going to waste my time with the 3.5 gig download on the PSN and booting up a game that everyone literally has told me does not work. Don't waste my time. So if it works, it eventually works. I'll try it, but for now, I'm not going to be playing it because it just doesn't work, okay? In addition to all of that, obviously, as you guys know, I am recording the pre-streams all week, and I'll try to keep you guys abreast of the moving situation during the course of the week. In particular, right now, we've got a hurdle because I'm trying to get the underwriter of the mortgage to accept the fact that I don't have any proof of my income. My income comes from Machinima, as you guys know, and a little bit from Twitch, but it's all digital. It's all over the internet. They don't send me a check. They don't send me cash. They just put it into my PayPal account. My PayPal account goes right into my bank account. And the underwriter's having a hard time grasping this and understanding that there's literally no kind of transfer number. There's nothing I could give him to prove that the money is, where it came from. The only thing I could probably do is give him my the legal form that Machinima sends me to show him here. Legally, here's what they paid me last year. But that won't prove that I had income this month or last month, which is what he's trying to verify. It's a very frustrating situation. I'll let you guys know how this goes this week, because that's the biggest hurdle, the newest hurdle on the way to moving to Washington, is getting this guy to stop being a staunch, old-school dude and just say, okay, I believe you that the income is there, and approve the loan so we can move forward, okay? All right. That is it, everyone. Thank you for watching the weekend preview. Again, keep your eyes on the lookout for some more Cronus Max coverage. I am going to try it on the PS4 and give my final verdict tonight. But for now, I'm signing off. See you later, and see you for the new games this week. I'm hyped, and I hope to see you then. Peace out.